Hey, how's it going, everybody? Robin here. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising. So guys, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I've been guided to do a message from the Arcturian Star Council. Okay, so I had a really interesting episode happen to me during the last full moon around July 23rd. Like, I walk my dog first thing in the morning. It was just me and her outside, as far as I know. And the full moon was up and to the right. So I was looking at it because it was beautiful. And you guys know I'm all about full moons and new moons and everything moon, right? So I looked off to the side and there was quite a significant body of light there. And it was actually shaped like the letter A. And I thought, well, what is going on? What is going on with that? I didn't feel any fear, but I was like deeply curious. And I knew it was some sort of a star council. You know, there's so many starships around us right now, guiding us on our ascension path and assisting the global ascension out of the 3D matrix. And then this morning I was getting ready to do this. I was like, okay, you know, I've got to really get in the energy. And then I got this flash that formation that I saw was the starship Athena. Okay, so it was like, I thought that was super cool. So channeling messages from star councils wasn't anything that I was aware of that I could do until I did a private reading for somebody, and they asked me, and they're also an Arcturian starseed. They asked me if I could do that. So I was like, I really had to dig deep, and I found that it was actually easier than I thought. Okay, so I was really, okay, it's time to do that. This is going to be a message from the Arcturian Council, who reside in the 9th dimensional, who are with us at this time of global stress and panic, assisting us to the 4th and 5th dimension where we belong, sort of out of the muck. Okay, so you guys, I do talk about Steve Nobel. I love his meditations. He does a particular starseed healing chamber with the Arcturian starship, and he does talk about the starship Athena. It's a beautiful, beautiful meditation. I love Steve Nobel and his transmissions and meditations, so you might want to check that out. So, yeah, I think I had something else to say, but I'm just going to keep on going here because it's gone. I hope that covered everything. And just know, guys, that this is not specifically for Arcturian starseeds. This is for any starseed, you know, that you're drawn here. So, guys, if you're not sure what type of starseed that you are, I did a whole series on, you know, things to look for if you're a particular, I want to say, brand of starseed. Okay, so anyway, guys, to do this guided message, channeled message from the Arcturian Council, I did bring in the Starman tarot card deck to do this. I'm a channel, you know, and I find that the best medium for me to channel messages is with the tarot card deck in my hand. Okay, so I really just want to start tuning into the Arcturian Council. I'm really picturing that that light formation that I saw, and it actually went from an A to a 4, and then A and to a 4, and it was like so reassuring and so calming and so beautiful and completely unexpected. Okay, so I'm just starting to get goosebumps here. I'm just starting to get an awareness of a presence of the energy that I am about to channel for you guys. It's very uplifting. I hope you guys can feel this too. With love and light, guys, let's pull a card here for you guys. Okay, like right away I feel like I'm gonna cry, all right, because it's just such a warm and soothing energy we pulled with the Hierophant card. Okay, so this is a real call for you guys to just really connect to your spirituality. You know, maybe deepen your practice, maybe do some intentional transcendental meditation, because you do get to meet more of your guides that way. Be aware at sleep time that you can ask to meet your guides. I have a fluff on the end of my nose. I'm really sorry. Hold on. So just believe what you're seeing. Believe what you're feeling. Believe what you're hearing. Okay? You know, when I saw that formation, I had no doubt. I had no fear. And I knew that every step that I had taken along my spiritual awakening, you know, my dark night of the soul, coming out of it, everything that I've learned, every thread that I pulled had led me to that moment, to being sort of warmed by the love of the Arcturian Council coming in. So here they are coming to you, the collective, the Starseed Collective. They're saying that, you know, you could be on a particularly lonely walk right now. Starseeds tend to be isolated when they're cracking open. And then as you move through your spiritual awareness of who you are and where you came from and your mission here, that's part of the description of the different starseeds that I put into the videos, was also your mission as whatever type of starseed. So that might be super helpful to you guys. But just really be comfortable here in what you're seeing. There's nothing to fear. You are being warmly guided, warmly supported. There is healing available to you if you believe that you need it. Okay, so just a really warm, earthy, loving energy extending out from the Arcturian Council for you guys. So I absolutely love that that card came through. Like, don't doubt yourself wherever you are right now. The messages that you're getting are being sent to you with love and light and many blessings. You know, so just ease into it. It can be a little bit scary when you first start, when you first get cracked open as a starseed. But that's why things unfold so slowly for you, you know, so that you can actually acclimate yourself to the changes from the 3D matrix and going into higher realms and seeing new things. Because seeing beings from other dimensions, they're not going to look like us, okay? They're just not. So that can be really freaky and creepy for people, and it could like shock you back into the 3D matrix, okay? So this message is just to breathe as a collective, like we breathe as one. I'm just getting that overwhelming, we are powerful as the one. Breathe into it, you guys. Just really, like, something is watching you. Something is helping you. Man. Oh, is it just me? I hope not. Can you guys let me know down below in the comments? Okay, so right now we are on our way to that. The sort of, what I'm getting is the promised land, okay? So the 9 of Pentacles, you guys, it's like this projection is very close to us. It's within our grasp, okay? But this collective thinking needs to become more important. Your feelings of isolation, they were meant to develop you, not to make you feel alone, okay? Not to make you feel lonely. I really recommend that you join any sort of social group that you're drawn to that is the same type of starseed that you are, or connect with other starseeds. Like, you can see that there's lots of people, they come in and they comment, they say like, I'm an Arcturian starseed, I'm a Palladian starseed, the list goes on and on. So if you are any one of those particular starseeds, you can go through the comments and see who responded and, you know, maybe start a conversation with that person, because it's quite healing, okay? And then you get the feeling that you're actually walking as part of a collective. It's invisible to you right now, but it's starting to build up. You know, there's a lot of sort of suppression of the magic of the light worker and the starseed mission right now, but there's no stopping us, okay? There is no stopping us. The bottle has been uncorked, okay? And this deep spiritual ascension is happening. You can see it with the Hierophant here. He's like super protected, you know, and we're on our way here to this realm. It's possible within our lifetime if we breathe into it as a collective. I saw this really interesting meme the other day, you guys, and it said that it was like middle school, they were saying if everybody learned how to meditate by the age of 9 or 10, we would eradicate violence in 1 generation. So if we now step into our collective energy as starseeds, and I'm getting a really strong, I need to say light worker as well. You can be a combination of these things, you guys. You're not just one thing, you know. You've traveled through many, many, many incarnations, and I guess destinations is the word that I'm getting. So you don't have to pigeonhole yourself to one form of identification. I mean, that's what we do as humans. We're more than just one thing. We're interdimensional. We're multi-dimensional. So if you feel like you're a little bit of a blended starseed, that's okay. If you feel like you're a starseed and a crystal, or a starseed and an indigo, starseed empath lightworker, you know, all of that is you. Whatever that you feel is right for you is you, okay? So what I'm getting here is that if you feel like certain people are uncomfortable with you sort of saying, well, this is what I think about myself and where I came from, and you're getting that look of sort of, okay, they've obviously gone off the deep end, then just stop the conversation, okay? Just stop the conversation. You're going to be misunderstood. People are not ready for it. People in the 3D matrix, they are not ready for it, okay? That's why it's important to connect to your starseed community around the world, because those are the people that welcome you with open arms, and intrinsically understand you. And then you can feel that collective breath of the starseed population here on Earth. And I just saw an angel number 1221. And I just keep on getting like these waves of like goosebumps, like, because like I said before, you know, it wasn't until I did that private reading that I ever even dreamed of channeling the Arcturian Council. So T, I want to thank you for that, because it illuminated another ability for me and another opportunity. So I just feel like their energy is sort of radiating throughout me right now and sending this message out to you guys. Like, just, it's time to step into your power, you know, because you've been cracked open. And I find that a lot of people share the sort of similar timeline to when it started happening to me. You could have had some sort of like incident or trauma between 9 to 10 years ago, and things started to slowly shift. Like maybe you just started to listen to a different kind of music, you know, maybe you started to walk a little bit more, or sit outside a little bit more, or pray a little bit more, or meditate, and just over time, and the progression might not be where you noticed it because the increments were so small, but it's meant to be, because you can't just, not everybody can handle that immediate, you know, 3D human to like starseed, you know. So everything has to illuminate as the cracks of your human shells start to open up and expand, and as your confidence grows and you feel like, okay, I'm not a lunatic, you know. I keep on seeing all this media, I keep on seeing groups that I can join. The shell starts to push off of you, you know, and you can imagine like a baby bird pecking its way out of the shell, you know. Something very interesting. Very rarely does the mother help, okay? So you're being watched over. Your starseed councils are around you. If you're very lucky, you'll get to see evidence of it in the sky the way that I did on July 23rd. And I was like, wow, okay, I've heard about it. I've done the sound chamber healing with the Arcturians on Starship Athena, but I've never seen it from this perspective. You know, it was really amazing. So, like, all the energy is just love. Like, I don't hear voices of the Arcturian Council. They sort of represent themselves as their image, you know, and it's very modest, and there's no sort of, it's not overwhelming. It's just full love. My Arcturian guide presented itself, I want to say, dancing, you know, so they really go through the healing power of sound. So that's why I was saying that at the beginning of your journey, you could have, your taste in music could have changed to something a little bit less hectic, you know. So I'm going to pull one more card here, you guys. This is an amazing card here. So I was talking about how that shell pops off, how you have to keep on sort of pecking away at the matrix. Okay, that's what the shell is. It's the matrix around you. Okay, so I'm a tarot card reader on my other channel. All right, so I have a lot of different decks. Most of the decks, they show the Queen of Cups, and she is in that shell. She's very embellished. She's very poised, closed off. And then you have this Queen of Cups where she's pretty full on. You know, there's a different aura to her. This is like being cracked all the way open and ready to receive what the universe is sending, what the messages are coming in from your Starseed Council, from the Arcturian Council, from your Starseed guides, from the Dragon Ascension Collective, from whatever sort of spiritual guide that is available to you at this point on your journey. And just know that your guides will change over time. You know, you're being sort of assessed and monitored. You know, this is where you are as a starseed right now. Okay, so this person can come in and help you. This is within your grasp of understanding. That it won't scare you, that you won't not believe it, you know? So there is a huge wave of people coming into that power, you know, where we're all joined, whether we're beside each other or not. We're seeing the reality of who we are and what we can accomplish. And we're ready to kick doors down with the Queen of Cups energy here, where she is not closed off. That shell is completely thrown off. She's like ready to rumble, you know? So there's this aspect, but then there's this very, you know, you can be a spiritual warrior and a gangster at the same time. You know what I mean? One doesn't preclude the other. I find that a lot of starseeds and light workers, they've had challenging lives. They've had things that just blew them apart so that they can be glued back together by the knowledge of spiritual power to accept messages from your Starseed councils. This is the Arcturian Council. Woo! This is the Arcturian Council. I just keep on getting that, you guys. They're like, they're not just around me. They're somehow within me. And I just keep on hearing those words. This is the Arcturian Council. Holy, I've never felt anything like this before, ever. Wow. This is the Arcturian Council. And we bring you love and light and many blessings. And the ideas of your future. Don't give up on them. This is not the time to stop. You must continue forward. You must find each other. You must find solace in one another. Holy cow, you guys. The ideas are coming in now, fast, furious. Breathe together as a collective. Stay strong. Unbelievable. The power I'm getting here for you guys. The message of love. like this warrior. You guys are spiritual gangster. You are here to revolutionize the 3D matrix, to make it to the point where people will no longer remember what the 3D matrix is, because we rise up into the glory of the 4th and 5th dimension. I gotta go, you guys. Wow, that was like, honestly, I'm crying. I gotta go. That was nuts. That was just completely beyond anything I ever expected. So you guys, love and light, many blessings. I love you guys. Make sure you share this video, okay? Make sure you comment your starseed path, heritage. Love and light, guys.